First of all, we have a set of minutes from the meeting of January the 23rd. Hearing no objections, the minutes will be accepted as submitted. Hearing none, so ordered. Property manager's report. What do you got for us, Disha?
Okay, so it's nothing really major. We already completed the filters for the Royal. We're little by little trying to get to each building for the heights currently. We're gonna continue to monitor the snow removal. It was nice of them to come back to the Royal the other day because, you know, they're not really supposed to go around the cars, but they helped a lot of residents with the snow. They came back to do that. That was nice. And that's it. That's pretty much it for the property manager's report.
Okay.
Yeah.
Old business. We painting of the fences at the heights?
Yeah, so Myrna has a couple contractors that she can have paint the fence. We don't really have a permanent maintenance as of right now, so we're just, we gotta get it done. Yeah.
Anything else under old business? Have I forgotten anything? I don't think we had much hanging fire. New business. We should have done this in the January meeting. We didn't. We put it off till this meeting.
Right.
However, the first selectman has informed me that he is really going to try to get on top of getting everybody's assignments up to date because, like, you know, my term ended 2 years ago, or a year and a half ago. I am going in for an interview on next month, so before our next meeting. And I have been told by numerous people that I will be reappointed, but you don't until it's done, you don't know. At any rate, it is incumbent upon us to re-elect the board. Now, I don't know, I'll be honest with you, I'm the chairman, I should know these things. I don't know. I know I'm the chairman. I know that Peter is the treasurer. Do we have a vice chairman?
Me. No.
We don't have a vice chairman?
Don't have one.
Do we have a secretary?
We currently do not.
I know we should. Does anybody, first things first, just off the cuff, anybody want to be chairman? Anybody want this job? Look at the looks like
Joe,
that.
you're doing such a great job. Come on, you know?
If looks could kill, this one would have just wiped out a third world country.
I would nominate you to be chairman of the Darien Housing Authority.
You do it well.
I've said this before because we do go out live on Channel 79. Not live, but we get played on Channel 79. I don't want anybody to ever watch the videos of these meetings and think I take any of this lightly. I don't. I take it all very seriously. But I see absolutely no reason why just because you take it seriously, the meeting should be boring. It doesn't. To me, it doesn't make sense. We can have a few laughs and get serious business done at the same time. Peter, do you have an interest in continuing to serve as treasurer?
Sure.
Anybody else want to be treasurer? Do we have a volunteer who wants to be secretary? Now, let me explain.
What's the
Let me
role?
explain what the job of the secretary is. The job of the secretary, because we have a management company and we record the meetings, you're not responsible for getting out minutes, you're not responsible for anything like that. The only thing the secretary is really responsible for is to make sure that if there's something we ought to be doing, that we're really doing it. If there's something that didn't get on the minutes, on the agenda for old business, that we'd be reminded that this should come up.
So we kind of already had one.
So who wants, yeah, I mean, but who'd like to be the official secretary of our, would you volunteer to be our secretary? You can ask the previous secretary how much time commitment.
That's the thing. Was there a previous secretary?
No.
That's the whole. There's nobody.
I can therefore assure you, the time commitment is not overwhelming.
Okay.
Not only did the last person who didn't have this job do such a good job, they're very quiet about it too.
No, if you're taking the notes,
Yeah,
the
they take the
agenda,
notes,
and sending it out, then I guess I could be secretary in terms of
There really
name.
is nothing that's...
So there's somebody on that.
And I do have one job for the secretary.
Okay.
Okay. What else do we need? We have a vice chair.
Am I allowed to be vice chair?
Vice chair, why not? You're a member.
That's fine.
Just because you happen to be the tenant, the resident, it doesn't mean you can't hold an office.
Oh,
Okay, so Joe will take vice chair. We now have all our officers signed. But we do have to have, officially we have to have a vote. As chairman, I would call on the secretary to cast one vote in the affirmative to elect the new slate of officers.
I hereby cast a vote in favor of the slate of officers.
Done. We now have a team of officers. Moving right along. Royal Activity and Learning Center. We got some fancy stuff going on at the Royal.
Yes, we do.
We have brought in Sam,
Yes.
who is helping us. She is now our activities director. And we meet on the first and middle Mondays, whatever.
We call her Sam. Her name is Samir. She's going to be coming twice a month, and she does recreational activities, but she also is supposed to be there to do educational things, such as making appointments to help people with the computers who don't know how to use the computers, or help. She also assists people with aid if they need it. She does a lot. She also,
We had a lovely Valentine's Day party at the Royal.
yes,
The only
it was beautiful.
the only problem
Everyone
we
was
have,
dancing.
I still have my balloons.
is convincing other residents to attend these meetings.
Yeah.
The core,
Yeah.
there's a core group that comes to everything.
Yeah.
And then the rest of the tenants just, I don't know whether they don't know. We've done everything we can to try to publish it. We pass out flyers, but they just don't seem to be interested in attending. So that's something we have to work on.
Yeah, but it definitely did bring the residents together. She had everyone dancing on Valentine's Day, and it was nice. It was nice.
The only thing I know of that's coming up in the future, and it hasn't been scheduled yet, but we're going to have a meeting in the common room to discuss the alarm system
Yes.
and let all our residents know how the alarms, the different alarms in their apartment, how they work, what goes off in the apartment, what goes off in the entire building, why we do not immediately turn the alarm off when it goes, because it's an obnoxious noise. But we have to wait till the fire department gets there, And fortunately, we have somebody who will give that lecture. So that's coming up in the not too distant future. But it's been great, and well, hopefully we get more and more people involved, because the people who have been involved have thoroughly enjoyed it.
And you said she comes twice a month?
Twice a month.
Great.
Yeah.
On a regular schedule so people can know the plan and have her there?
As of right now, she's trying to find the best time for residents. So the last time she came, she did it in the evening. The next time she comes, she's gonna do it in the morning, and she wants to see the turnaround.
Very good.
Yeah, it's nice. Okay, anything else under new business? Does anybody
Yes, I
have
have
anything?
something. I do have something.
Peter.
Okay, Sue Oakey on the Commission on Aging reached out to me a few weeks ago and wanted to know about how the waiting list works, in particular for the Royal, but also for the Heights. And I gave a very rough overview saying that there's a procedure, process, and so on. She has invited us, someone, me or you, Joe, to go to one of their meetings on May 15th and bring along someone from staff to talk about, how it works, and they want to know more about, how they can assist us and be able to provide us maybe information about people who are in need who might be good candidates, and so that they can get the correct information to those people as to when the waiting list opens up and what they have to do.
All right. Well, I will talk with staff and we'll figure out who's going to go to that meeting.
Yeah, it's
May 15th?
May 15th at 9 o'clock in the morning. I'm not sure where. Happy to go. Just wanted to get it on the radar of something going on. And I think it's good that we're engaging with other, committees, commissions that kind of touch on the kinds of issues that our tenants would have.
Peter, I may ask you to go to that. You all have to remember I'm retired. 9 o'clock is still the middle of the night as far as I'm concerned.
Okay.
I'm not a morning person.
Oh, come on.
You and I will talk offline and we'll figure it out.
Absolutely,
I'll see who's
Joe.
available from staff and what we can do to make that happen. I will be attending the men's club next week or the week after. I forgot, it's on my phone, on my calendar, to talk about what the Housing Authority does. While I'm on that subject, the first selectman indicated a desire to come to tonight's meeting. Unfortunately, something came up at the last minute and he could not be here, but he intends to come to one of our meetings just to see what we do and how we do it. And I spoke with him the other day about what we talked about at the last meeting, about the desire for the Housing Authority to be involved in an effort to find some way to provide employee housing for employees in the town of Darien. He's totally supportive of that. We're looking at a couple of different options for what we might pursue. When we have something that makes sense, we'll let you know. Right now, there's a whole variety. There's not a lot of, remember Darien, we don't have a lot of property. We just don't have a lot of available space. There's the building on Tokenique Road that we've talked about before. That building, we had our people, Todd and Clutchy, look at the building. That building is not suitable for conversion to housing. That would be a total tear down and start over again, which has costs associated with that. There's a couple other places we're looking at, one in particular, but there's some planning and zoning issues that have to be addressed before we could pursue it any further. But we're active, and this first selectman is supportive of that. So, that's a good start.
Yeah.
We'll keep you posted. If something comes up, I'll let everybody know immediately. Okay, what else? Anything else you got, Peter, for new business?
Not I. That was it.
Do we have the dates for this coming year set? Is it? I know it's typically the last Tuesday of the month, but I remember at some point last year we had sort of like a letter that officially said the dates.
I can send it to you.
Just document it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Speaking of which,
so we could update it on the website, things like that.
Yes.
I'm not on your case, but I am pointing to you, Disha, because we changed it. Officially, this meeting was originally scheduled to take place at the Royal. We changed it to take place here, and we did not post that information on the bulletin boards at the Royal. So there were a number of residents at the Royal who were planning on attending this meeting because it was at the Royal. When it got changed here, that changed their plans, and they were.
And that was kind of my concern, at the time that we did it, because they not posted it to the town I usually do. But with the selectmen being here, we figured it would just be a bigger space, but it didn't happen.
It didn't happen. What are you gonna do?
You know?
Such is life.
But
In the future, if we change locations, we should post it at both here and at the Royal,
Yeah.
so that our residents know what's
Correct.
going on.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
And,
Correct.
I extended the appropriate apologies to all the people who were impacted. What else have we got? You got anything from, that I don't know of going on here at the Heights?
No, it was a calm, quiet winter.
Amen. Anything that I don't know of going on at the Royal?
No, you explained about the alarms
Is
and,
it possible for something to go on at the Royal that I don't know about?
not really, it's a beautiful place and we're all happy trying to keep it good.
We had a fire alarm at the Royal last night. I was not home.
Yeah.
Patty had 3 people knock on the door, wondering what to do. I mean, the rules are simple. The alarm goes off, go outside.
Right, just go outside.
We've been very iffy about that because, and I've talked with the fire marshal, we'll figure out how to do it officially.
Yeah.
The building is completely sprinkled, both the apartments and in the hallways. So the likelihood that there would be a serious problem within the building is very slim. Because the building is occupied by older people, and when the alarm goes off, you can't take the elevator. So that means we have people on the 3rd floor, 2nd floor that have to get down to the 1st floor. We believe it's a better option for them to shelter in place, stay in their apartment, close the door, we'll come find you. rather than run the risk of somebody tripping down the stairs. But that's against the fire code, so we'll have to get, the fire marshal's aware of the issue, they're aware of the problem, we're working on a solution. That's it. And just so everybody knows, both here and at the Royal, when the fire alarm goes off, although there are certain people in the building that have the ability to turn that alarm off, we do not turn the alarm off until the fire department gets there, because the panel gives them information about what happened, where it happened, what fixture, and we want them to get that information. We don't want to shut off the alarm and then have them come and say, what happened? Well, we don't know. So that, I know it's an obnoxious noise, but it's required, it's necessary.
It makes you get out faster because it's so obnoxious.
Well, yeah, I mean, but,
Take your coat and get out
I got a lot
faster.
of
It really does,
phone calls the other night.
but again, the confusion comes in when you get, especially at the Royal, because it's a single building and you got one big lobby downstairs, everybody gets in the lobby and says, all right, now what are we supposed to do? And in the middle of the winter, the law doesn't take into account summer or winter. The law just says evacuate the building.
Right.
So I'm certainly not going to take all these older people and put them outside the cold. It just didn't make sense. Not when we know what's going on.
Well, the activity director, Sam,
Yes.
is going to have a meeting on the alarm system.
I know, I'm going to give the lecture.
Good, good. So
Okay.
we'll all know what to
We'll
do.
tell everybody what we expect and how to behave and what to do.
Yeah.
Pass out your quotes, do whatever. All right, anything else? So there's nothing from the residents associations? Anybody got anything we didn't think of? We've forgotten anything? In that case, do we have anything for executive session?
Not on my part.
Peter, you got anything?
I have nothing.
In that case, the chair will entertain a motion to adjourn.
Seconded.
So moved, second, all in favor? Adjourn.
All in favor?